Yo, to know me is to know that I love my kids, that I spend a lot of time with my kids. Basketball tournaments, practices, workouts, camping trips, skateboard parks. And I don't say any of this shit for awards or accolades, just giving context so that you understand what I'm about to say next. It comes from a place of love, because one place where I've had to grow as it relates to these kids is that phase where they like to become argumentative. Because when I was growing up, there was a phrase that most adults, I know my mother said it, my father said it, probably most of the people in our church who we usually spend our time with verbalize the same thing when the adults wanted us to get out of their face. And that phrase was, get somewhere, sit down, and be quiet. Get somewhere, sit down, and be quiet. Get somewhere, sit down, and be quiet. That's sort of biblically based. If I had to guess, that's what Jesus wanted to say to Judas. Yo, get the fuck out my face. We heard it with so much regularity, you would almost think it was part of some lyric that the church choir rehearsed. Get somewhere, sit down, and be quiet. Or maybe it was scripture, book, I don't know. Get my belt, a cut a switch, chapter 5, verse 6. But yeah, there's this phase. These kids, they want to flex their skills when it comes to verbal jousting. They want to plead their case, levy a complaint, see if they can make it make sense, prove that it's legitimate. And I can tell you that my decades of programming in the 70s and 80s has me inclined to say to this child, get somewhere, sit down, and be quiet. And I'm having to fight that reflex, because the truth is, I want him to be able to articulate his wants, his needs, be able to disagree, not just with me, but with some of you he encounters when he's on a job or in a position where there's a power dynamic and he's being told to do something he shouldn't because it conflicts with his values. So I'm finding myself letting him flex his skills on how to disagree respectfully, which means we end up arguing over juice boxes, popsicles, bedtimes, shit that in my mind I'm like, bro, like, get somewhere, sit down, and be quiet in my mind. But I'm starting to see my boy is getting pretty good at it, at pleading his case. He's starting to remain calm, bringing all the facts, pacing around the room like Perry Mason. And every now and then, yo, he catches me slipping. And all I can do is smile as I listen, as he articulates a point of view that's pretty indisputable. And all I can do is get somewhere, sit down, and be quiet. So yo, I guess what I'm trying to say is let him sharpen that sword. Respectfully, of course.